We're live, Chummers. Welcome to the Wednesday night's Shadowrun edition. Make sure to follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube to watch our previous episodes. That's the Wednesday nights with a K. My name is Bryce and I'll be the game master tonight. Now, let's meet the players. Tonight we have with us GM Jeremy.
Hello. Tonight I will be playing the human Decker codename Atari.
And also we have Laird.
Good evening, I'm Laird, and I will be playing Shady May, the Street Samurai.
And we also have Steve.
Hey, I'll be playing the Elven Water Shaman, Almari Kunhari.
And we have with us Keith.
Tonight I will be playing Mississippi Longstreet, the star of the show, the wrecker of all.
One boot.
One boot.
And lastly but not leastly, we have with us Hans.
Hi. I'm Dr. Giggles, mercenary ex-high threat response team.
Master of the epic pause. We can only hope to attain it. Ladies
Quite
and
true.
gentlemen,
I'm wondering about the word leastly, though.
That was awesome.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
look it
Carry
up. Don't look
on.
it up. Don't look it up. So just to remind everyone, Shadowrun is set in a dark and futuristic world. Some content not suitable for all viewers. Discretion is advised. All right, now that we got that out of the way, welcome everyone. I hope you're all feeling good. How you doing?
Excelente.
Perfect. So we are going to go with just audio tonight. We are still having some technical difficulties. So stay tuned for that because we will get that added to our episodes here just as soon as we can. Now, when we left off, you had just finished a hit on a triad dock being sponsored by the Mafia that went off quite successfully, I must say. I was impressed.
Which was a lot of fun.
It was.
That was a lot of fun.
It was,
Kick
yeah.
some ass.
Yeah. That was a huge battle. I must say that was a pretty huge battle. But you guys kicked some ass, collected a lot of money. Some of you bought some new gear and upgrades offline, so that'll be interesting.
So are we
Yes.
going to be able to in between runs here, be able to do
Yes.
some of those rolls? Like I want to hack into that deck that we stole off of that deck.
Yes, I was
things like
actually
that.
hoping you'd show up a little early so that we could do that before the session
Oh.
started.
Well, we'll do it on screen so everybody can watch.
So yeah, we'll just do it on screen. So it's really easy, and really, I mean, with 10 days time, you can get this done with no problem. We're just making sure that you're not going to hit any glitches and end up breaking the thing while you're trying to do what
Yes.
you're doing. So you're trying to change the device ownership, which requires a hardware toolkit, which I'm pretty sure you have.
Yep, I have that.
And it's an extended hardware plus logic cap of mental test. 24 hits. You can do it once every hour. So basically you're going to end up spending a day tinkering on this. So just make like 2 or 3 of those hardware logic rolls.
Okay. Let's see here.
Or we can go through all 24 hits if you really want to.
Oh man, that's crazy. Am I hacking into it? Do I get to hack
Yeah.
on the fly?
Oh, no. This is just all you're doing is literally breaking into the case and like rechanging the chip.
Boom!
So there's 5 hits. Yep. So you'd be down to 19 more hits, and you could do this again in 1 hour. So in 1 hour, you'd roll this test again. So roll it again. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the actual matrix. This is literally sitting there with the solder and recoating and all that. So 6 more, that drops it down to 13. So go ahead and roll again. Another hour later.
Come on, you can do it. Oh, got 2.
So, yep, no glitch though. You just didn't really get much done that hour, and so on and so forth. Blah 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 blah. So we'll call that good,
Excellent.
unless you want to. I mean, it's
Nope,
just
I'm
minutia
good.
at this point. You know. Yeah, I thought so. So that's how that is done. You know,
Excellent.
for
And then
everyone.
if I want to take some of my karma, because I have like 11 karma now, and if I wanted to increase my electronic warfare, which is a 3, if I wanted to increase that up to 4, would that cost me 8?
It would be 8 karma, I believe.
Yep.
I believe that's an active skill, so it would be 8 karma.
Yes, it is an active
Yep.
skill.
So 8 karma to do that.
And
And with all the hacking and stuff you're doing, it would make sense absolutely that score would increase. So
yeah, that's what I'm going to bump up to a 4 is electronic warfare. And that'll
Go for it.
take away 8 karma, leaving me with 3. Cool, thanks.
and make sure you track your total karma.
Yeah, still at 18.
Perfect. Ooh, 18. You're gonna get another rep point here soon.
Yes.
All right, we all done with that?
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anything before Aunt Flo visits Shady?
No, I just filled up my clip to back up to 35.
I'm so glad that's going to be clarified.
Or is it? I totally lost my page. Sorry. I'm an amateur. What can I say? All right. So 10 days have passed, which very coincidentally, and it means absolutely nothing. I'll just tell you that out of character, GM. It's April 1st. I just find that funny. So everyone pay your rent. I think you took care of that off scenes. If not, pay it or mark off a month if you have it paid ahead of time.
How much is middle lifestyle?
5,000, 10,000. You'd have to look. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
5,000.
Is it 5?
There you go.
All right,
Mhm.
boom. I'll
So you'd have to
pay
pay
that for the
5,000.
month.
Yeah, because 6 months is 30,000, so that's
All right, makes sense. And so Shady, you get a visit. Your Aunt Flo, your good friend.
Benefactor. Okay.
Yeah, benefactor, good friend. She was. She's been with you from the beginning. Let's just say. She shows up. She doesn't look so good. You haven't seen her in a few weeks. You've been busy on these runs and whatnot, so you haven't really been around.
Mm-hmm.
Although she checks in on you every once in a while. She's always keeping tabs with what you're doing.
I stop by her shop as well periodically.
And she looks not good for wear. She's kind of looks a lot older, slumped a little bit. Seems to have more of a shuffle in her step. Her left arm is just kind of hanging by her side. You see her once shining eyes are a little more glazed. Her left eyelid seems a little more droopy, and the side of her face, almost looks like maybe she's had a stroke or something recently. Doesn't look so good. She shuffles in the house. Oh, my Shady May! Reaches up and gives you a little pat on the face. It's so good to see you.
And you, Flo. Come in. Let me get you something.
And she makes herself at home. She comes here all the time. So
I
she's
get
very
a beverage that I know she'll like.
Yeah.
I actually might have a better image of just the house itself, but hey, since this is my scene, there you go.
This is your scene, baby. This is your scene. This is all I had to go with. Stock footage. So we're going to go with it.
Yeah, she doesn't even have the vehicle that's in that shot either, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, we can make believe that's what this is, a fantasy world.
Maybe
So she
that'll
sits
be our
down.
next upgrade.
Yep, she sits
I
down,
kinda
makes
like
herself at home.
The skin tight suit.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool too. Thanks.
And she says, Shady, as you may have noticed, I'm not doing so well. It's time for me to retire.
What? You gotta be kidding.
I can't be taking care of you anymore. So it's time. You have progressed in your training and your experience. That I believe it's time to reveal to you more of your past and who you are.
Shady looks intrigued, excited, but she does her best to cover it. I'm sure to Flo probably not too well, but yeah, she probably sits up just a little bit more in whatever chair she was in.
She goes on to say, as you know, you were saved at the brink of death. I was one of those that were there when this happened. I am part of a very small, unknown organization called the Pinnacle Consortium. We are a group of scientists, doctors, theorists, and technocrats who believe in the evolution of mankind with cybernetics and bioware. We have done much experimental research and experiments in these fields, and I must say that, Shady, you are one of our most proudest. On behalf of the consortium, I've always kept touch with you, an eye on you, see how you are progressing. I am no longer able to fulfill this function. So another member of the consortium is being put in my place, and this is being revealed to you so that you may be more of a part in future operations. This person's name is Charlie, or as she used to be known on the streets, Charlie Horse. She's a long-retired Shadowrunner and a member of the Pinnacle Consortium. And she will explain a little bit more to you as I grow tired.
Flo, that's an awful lot to unpackage there.
I know this, dearie, I know, but we don't have time.
Well,
This has all come on so sudden, and she's kind of shaking a little bit.
what, where, okay, you were there at the accident?
I was there at your rebirth, my dear.
Okay, so how do I get from the accident to the consortium?
Oh, ask me that question another time, dearie. Now is just not the time. As you said, you've got a lot to unpack. And she pats you on the face again, all grandmotherly.
You'll still be around, right?
Oh, now and then, yes, I will be around as long as I can be. But you will be seeing much less of me. I'm just not able to get around like I used to be.
Who's going to run your shop?
Oh, Charlie will take over for now. Eventually it may be sold, but it won't matter. You will have Charlie now to take care of you. And you hear a knock on the door. Ah, that must be her now. I hope you don't mind.
she kind of chuckles like that.
Yeah, and Flo gives you the sly kind of smile because she knows.
All right, and she'll activate the door open.
Okay. And in walks an older woman with another older gentleman and a young man with her. Hold on, I'm getting to a pullout.
Can I set the scene of the room that they walk into?
Flo. All right, there's Flo in the handouts.
Okay.
Apologies, I meant to turn that on earlier.
It's really funny, the images that we have had in our heads of Flo. I pictured something rather different. But that's all good.
And I turned on Charlie Horse for everyone. That's Charlie Horse Taro.
Hello, nurse.
So that's
a
your
little bit of an ice queen, huh?
That is your new handler, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. She walks in, obviously older in age, long career, still fairly attractive, in her older beauty. Next to her is also another man. He is introduced as Wired. Aha, there we go. And he is a human male, probably a razor. His eyes flicker over you very quickly. Wears his red hair in a high top fade. And is dressed in très chic synth leathers. So he's cybered up to the gills. And then also third is introduced as Trey. He's a young man, probably no more than 18. Looks kind of nervous, kind of new to this thing. Must be like some, apprentice, if you will. Everything he does kind of shows it, from his brand new, clothes to his, kind of careless motions. Blonde hair slicked back, giving him the look of a, old vampire movie kind of character. He is the only one that's visibly armed. He's got a street line special in a quick release shoulder holster. Charlie introduces herself and them to you and says, "It's so nice to meet you, Shady. We've heard so much about you. I'm very excited to continue your work."
I'm sure Shady's not going to be able to disguise the little bit of confusion that's on her face, but she will meet her at the door and shake her hand and make eye contact with the others. This is, well, she's at home, and it wouldn't really matter too much, but she probably took off her sunglasses when Charlie walked in.
Mm-hmm.
And when she went up and shake hands with her, or whatever the current fad is,
Sure.
and it's fully engaged eye contact, and she makes eye contact with the other two, and then shortly after, at some point, so it's not terribly noticed, it's just very natural, the sunglasses go back on.
Okay. That's just kind of her tick. So yeah, Charlie smiles at you, kind of acknowledges the discomfort and gives you a warm smile. She's obviously a hard ass, but she's got a heart,
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "I know this must be a lot for you, Shady, and probably very confusing from the looks on your face, but things have gone into motion very quickly. Flo here has had some very bad health problems that unfortunately we are not able to cure yet. So she needs replaced, and it just so happens, who knows if it's coincidence, as the fates go, we've learned so much more that life is. Someone has contacted me from a long time ago from a source that I thought was long gone."
I'm listening.
So it's just kind of convenient that I am now your handler, as you have learned. Although nothing in your life will change, I'm sure that Flo has told you about the Pinnacle Consortium for what it is. There really isn't much to say. We're an unknown. You can call us the Illuminati of the time. And she kind of chuckles at that, kind of almost like an inside joke.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "We might call on you for business, but we'll never force you to. You are your own person with your own free will. We do not own you, although we did create you."
Well, that's a bit of a relief. And would said work come with a paycheck?
Oh, of course. No, we would hire you. Yep. This is not us hiring you. This is coming from a third party, though. And I'll tell you that here in a moment.
Isn't it always?
Yeah, right. No, this has nothing to do with Pinnacle. This run that she's on, she just happened to be contacted by someone she thought long dead.
Mm.
So as Flo probably told you, we did create you. We use some of the most cutting edge nano, gene tech, bioware, and cyber technology. Unfortunately, in this process, we're able to regrow the parts of your brain that were damaged, but we couldn't replace the memories that were in them. And so much of your past, Shady, is gone for good, which may be for the better.
Even from you?
Yes.
Is there an insight check in this game?
There is, but it would do you no good.
It's
Okay.
judge intentions, I guess.
Okay, then we're good to go.
Okay. Game ability. What this means for you is that you can upgrade your cyberware. Like if you can upgrade your current to like alpha or beta, and you regain the essence, you don't actually gain that part of your soul back, but you can bank it to add more cyberware or bioware or whatever you want, if that makes sense.
God, I must be losing my touch. I didn't even think of that. That is actually, yeah, kind of cool.
You can use their clinic, so you have full access to any cyberware and bioware and any cutting edge. But you have to use their clinics if you want that essence regained, because it's their techniques that allow it.
Right.
Whatever money you had put into the previous version goes into the cost of the new one, so that lowers the cost for you. She does tell you that you're believed to be immune from the CFD, which is the crippling cyberware disease, due to some proprietary content within their nanotech that they've installed in you.
Oh, that's more relief.
And also that you're not the only one. You're not the only one that has survived the process.
Whether she can see behind the glasses, I'm not thinking these sunglasses are totally blacked out and you can't see your eyes. They do a good job of obstructing, and they are, I think, smart linked. So there's some information that she gets through them, even though she's got wetware as well. But she would, her eyes would definitely look at the other two after she said that.
Oh, she doesn't notice.
Okay, and not a big deal. It's more Shady just wondering.
Yep.
And okay.
So, shall we get down to business, or do you have any more questions for me? After she explains all that part of it, which I kind of did out of character, just for length of time reasons.
Sure. Oh, I've got a multitude of questions, but they can wait. Just let me get cleaned up a little bit. And I just want to take a quick moment to kind of set the scene that these people walked into, okay? This is like old mill house that was probably broken down and built back up in the wharf area, because I believe that's where you said we're living, or several of us are living.
Yep, you're close to the wharf.
And the windmill part of it, where the cloth would be, was turned into solar power. They don't actually spin or anything like that. But when you walk into the place, it's kind of a rather large open room. And the rounder part that would make up the windmill itself, she has set up as kind of an art studio. So there's a rather large drop cloth that's down in one section that's got a old school easel up with a painting that she's actually currently working on. And then there's a bunch of other cameras and other stuff around, because she does live stream this thing as well. And it's mixed with tech and all that. So people aren't really they're seeing digital stuff of what she's doing and whatnot on her stream. And
right on.
The current painting is kind of a darker image of the most you can make out right now is a dolphin. There's a dolphin in this image somewhere.
Oh no, Almari.
Yeah, right. Pulled from recent experiences. That's about as subtle as she will go with pulling stuff from her real life into her artwork. Otherwise, she tends to leave it out, so there's no connections and stuff like that. Yeah. But this is a connection that nobody would make online. So Yep. But yeah, the art studio, it's very art studio looking, messy and stuff all about, and partially started and finished projects, things like that. And then off to the right-hand side, with probably like one or two steps up, would be a seating area with a table and kitchen and whatnot there. There are stairs, I think probably just round stairs that go up to like a loft upstairs, but you can't really see anything up there. So that's kind of what they're walking into.
Okay. Well painted. Very nice place.
Thank you.
All right.
So
she sits down. He's
yeah,
the other two just kind of stand behind her.
I gesture to the chairs, and there is actually a small couch that they could sit at. In fact, for them, Shady points to the couch, and then turns back to Charlie and says, "Can I get you anything to drink?"
No, that's okay, honey. I will. Let's just get down to business if you're ready.
Sure. And Shady sits down.
So as I said, I hadn't heard this contact for a long time, probably over 20 years. And that's why I was so intrigued to accept this and put you to the test, shall we say. Maybe you've heard of a group known as the Association Paranobilis. The public knows them as proponents of the elven ideal, but my client has a somewhat different view. Charlie pulls out a... Go ahead.
I'm sorry, repeat that. The association what?
The Association Paranobilis, Paranobilis, Paranobilis.
Okay. Thank you.
And at this point, she pulls out an envelope and tosses it down on the coffee table, I'm guessing, or next to the chair next to you. And motions for you to open it. And you look inside, and inside are some old-fashioned photographs, the kind you can't really alter.
Mm-hmm.
They're photos of elves that have been murdered. Cause of death is they've been stabbed, they've been hacked, they've been arrows are sticking in them, they've been drawn and quartered. Very archaic ways of death.
Mm-hmm.
The APN, the Association Paranobilis, or APN, has been killing elves who don't believe in their quote-unquote elven ideal concept of skipping through the meadows while playing a fragging lute. My client wants them eliminated. He's offering 30,000 nuyen plus certain bonuses that I'll explain here in a moment. The APN headquarters building is near the Renraku Arcology. In its shadow would be more accurate. The target of the run are the 6 core members of the APN who live there at the headquarters. It'll be a little tough, but I believe you can do it without bringing the Renraku Reds down on your head. Now, I did speak of bonuses earlier. The first is for dropping this off, and she hands out another sealed envelope. You are to leave this on the lap of the APN leader, the one who I like to call Zarek the Mad. This part of the run here is worth an extra 2,500 nuyen. I'm sorry, 5,000 nuyen. Now, the second bonus here is for a bit of headhunting. The APN is composed almost entirely of posers. No actual elves would be in this group. All these elf wannabes who've had their surgery or wear false ears to look more like elves, my client wants the false left ear tip of each of the core members for a further bonus of 1,000 nuyen per tip. These bonuses bring the combined total to approximately 41,000 nuyen, which should be more than enough for a night's work. And to be honest, my client cares little for the final condition of the APN, as long as that they're shut down and the 6 ear tips are collected and the envelope is delivered. Well, poser?
I'm sorry. Was she calling me a poser?
Yes, jokingly.
The second envelope that was thrown down, the one that wants to be on the lap of the one leader.
Yep.
Shady doesn't touch that one.
Yep, it's sealed.
And that kind of no joy smile that she has crosses her lips briefly, and then goes away and says, "Yeah, I think I can help."
Excellent.
And if I had to put a guess to it, I think you'll be pleased.
Very good. Yes, we have heard good things about you and your friends on the streets recently. I've been retired. I haven't been out of touch.
Sure.
She gives you the address, the APN quarters, and she does say that now this once was a public building, so you might be able to dig up some more information on it as far as in the city's public databases, because it was once a public government building.
Okay. Yep. Shady will
Otherwise,
take that
how
address.
you deal with it is up to you. There is no time limit, obviously. No deadline, but the sooner the better, of course, as always.
Sure thing.
And she says it's so great to be working with you. She's excited for the future. And let's see where this goes.
It will certainly be more interesting than it was. No offense, Flo.
Flo was kind of napping. Huh? What, dearie? What was that? You need some more tea?
Shady smiles again. This time, if there was any joy to Shady, it probably would show when she's smiling at Flo. And she just kind of leans forward and pats Flo on the hand or knee or something.
Mm-hmm.
And says, I think we're done here, Flo.
Well, it was nice to visit.
Certainly was. You know you're welcome always.
So precious.
That's a bunch of bullshit, Flo.
And she shuffles out. Charlie stands up, takes your hand, says be in contact if you need anything.
Thank you. Yeah, are you going to keep Flo hours at the store?
For now, yeah, we'll have me, Wired, or... God, I already forgot his name. Trey?
Trey? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trey.
That's one of them.
Trey or Wired. We'll be there for now.
Okay. And,
So change Flo to Charlie Horse, or just Charlie?
okay. And I've got contact information to get, in touch
Yep,
with
she
them.
gives you all that. Yep.
Okay.
And change the contact loyalty to 6, and the contact connection to 3. And she's your handler.
Oh, come on. Why isn't it changing?
I don't know, sometimes it does lag. All right, dun dun dun, and there we go. I hope you guys were paying a little bit of attention.
A little bit.
Yeah, was anybody taking notes?
Party notes is available to everyone.
On your
Great.
yeah.
You said connection gets changed to what?
I'm sorry?
Did you say connection got changed as well?
Yes, 3.
Okay. So that actually didn't change, but that's fine.
Okay. That would make sense. But yeah, I mean, she seems sincere in everything she told you. You trust Flo. Flo seemed to, trust and defer to her.
Okay, about 30 minutes after they leave,
Mm-hmm. 10 stack time.
let's see, hold on a sec. About 10 minutes after they leave,
Mm-hmm.
Shady sends a message to Atari with the address
Okay.
of the building.
Uh-huh.
And it says, dig up blueprints and anything else you can.
Okay.
And then 20 minutes after that, a message will go out to everybody saying, feeling hungry? How about the 10 stack?
Okay. So Atari, you get that message.
Hmm.
And then everyone else.
Yeah, I'll do a little
I can dig it.
research on said building.
I'll hire
Okay.
a taxi to take me to the restaurant.
I, as well, will use public transportation to get there. At the
I just
center.
use my van there.
So yeah, the address is known as the Association of the Paranobilis. It is their headquarters, run by 6 members of a governing council. They're identified on registration papers as Xeric.
Hold on.
That's Xeric.
Who is this? Me? Who's?
Yes.
Okay, hold on here.
This is what you're finding. This is all public record. There's no rolls needed.
Okay, so 5th job.
Or so easy that you don't need a roll.
Okay, so start over. What was that?
Okay, so this location is registered as the headquarters of the Association of the Paranobilis. It is run by 6 members of a governing council. The members are identified on registration papers as Xeric, which is spelled Xeric. Real name of Aaron Mitchell, because everything's under his name, so that's his actual name. The other members are called Allair, Allair, Arendal, and that's ERENDAHL, I'm sorry, Arendal, and Thiran, THIRAN. 3, 4, 5. And Farrell, FIERELLE. And lastly, Blaine Death Edge, which I think you can pretty much figure out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Known as a radical poly club, the APN propounds a hardline back-to-nature philosophy for elven kind. They've been known to use aggressive, violent tactics against those who don't believe in their mantra, even other elves. It's believed that they have an active membership of roughly 200 in the Seattle area, and there are no reports that they've spread into other political regions of North America. They have no hired security, relying on their own members. You are not able to find blueprints because the public records that are there are archived in paper form only. It seems that the government has been having trouble getting some of their records up to date.
Okay.
So any hard copies, you'd have to go to the Public Works in Seattle to request. Which they are public records, they're just not in electronic form.
Okay.
Because the government is broke and poor, is bad at that.
Okay.
But they're certainly available.
Shady's at the cafe first, so whoever arrives
Okay.
second, we'll see her there.
Yeah.
10 stack, loving it.
Yeah, I'll find my way over there. You know what? I'm gonna call Dr. Giggles and ask for a ride.
Okay.
Yeah, I pick them up.
There is no host, like they have no like Matrix host or anything, the building, as far as that goes. You know, when you were in the Matrix searching out all this info and you went to the location, you know, there is no like APN host system that you can break into or anything like that. They're not that fancy in any way. So what you're able to pull was just from public records, electronic public records, you know, archives, easily accessed.
Okay.
Other than the actual floor plans, which I said are paper form only at the Public Works Archive Hall.
Okay.
While Shady is waiting for people to arrive, she's going to actually earmark some news reports of the violence that this organization has bestowed or has been given responsibility for.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Various, you know, gatherings, you know, public altercations.
Have they ever been responsible for deaths?
Not that has stuck, but you were shown evidence, that.
Right.
But not that have been proven. I mean, some of their members have gotten in trouble with violence, and whatnot, but nothing like as far as organized.
I take it Shady was able to keep those pictures?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really gruesome, really nasty,
Mm-hmm.
really brutal. Some of them were tied up. Some had their ears cut off.
Okay.
Some were tortured, obvious signs of torture, used as like pin cushions for arrow practice. I mean, some of it was pretty. And most of these elves were like had cyber, were very high techy, very modern looking elves.
Are you sharing this with like us in the cafe?
The pictures she has in her jacket. Let's role play it. Is everybody there?
Yeah, I'm there.
The 410 bus has dropped off the professor.
Oops, sorry. Click that button by accident.
I plan to be there on time, yeah.
Yeah, I arrive as well. Get a 10 stack.
So
I get it. I order some pie.
Yep. So you all eventually get there. Atari, you have your knowledge, and Laird, you show up with all your knowledge. Everyone eventually gets there, orders their coffee, and go.
Okay. So I have a job offer for us.
Is that what
Anything
the
interesting?
message was you were sending me about?
Yeah, I figured we'd hit the ground running, so I sicked you on that.
Sounds good.
So there's an organization that you may have heard of called the Association Para Nobilists, the APN. They go by. They're a radical organization that tries to get people to believe what they believe by force.
What do they believe?
This is where
says the elf.
this is where it gets kind of weird. They're playing themselves off as, if I get this right, they're playing themselves off as like pro elf, yet they have harmed a lot of elves in the process. It's like an ideal of elf. The organization is run by a bunch of posers. It doesn't sound like you've heard of the organization, but it doesn't sound like something any self-respecting elf would be a part of.
So they're pro elf, but they're hurting or killing elves?
They're pro, fantasy elf, where the elves live in the forest with nature, have magical bows and spells, and are like the fantasy elves.
So a bunch of fairies
in Fantasyland. And so elves that don't fit that criteria are doing their race harm by not trying to be part of that world. A twisted version of Tyr Tarangir, because Tyr Tarangir is very much at one with nature and shamanic and all that stuff, but they also embrace technology. These guys reject elven technology and believe elves should be, for their own good, living a certain lifestyle. Yeah.
I think they need.
It's a racial group. It's a racial thing, and none of them are elves. They're all mostly pretty much humans faking to be elves.
What's their angle then? If they're all faking to be elves, but they want elves, this is weird.
That's just it. It's a completely fucked up organization. They're reaching for an ideal that doesn't exist, and trying to force others to do it too.
Exactly.
We're the contact that wants to hire us wants to get rid of this organization. There are 6 leaders that have been targeted, and we are tasked with taking them out. If
A
we
snuff job.
if we hit all the targets, the keys that we need to hit in this, we each stand to walk away with a little over 8,000 yen each.
Seems kind of low for taking out,
A bunch of
6,
nobodies, a bunch of delusional nobodies.
Well, are they
Yep,
delusional
they're-
nobodies? I mean, why are we taking them out if they're nobody important?
Because the filth they're spewing is dangerous, and they're harming people in the process.
I was gonna say, did you show them the pictures?
Not yet. I'm waiting for the dramatic moment. I was about to actually point
I
out.
don't know. I mean,
Sorry.
who cares about these
I don't know.
posers? I mean, I
I
don't know. We
do.
just got paid, right? I mean, Dr. Giggles, can't we just go, like, don't you have a contact where maybe we could just get, like, a rocket launcher and just take down the whole headquarters and then move on with our lives?
Well,
Hey,
maybe.
we've
No.
got a contact for C4, right?
Let me give you no.
2 words
Let me
for
give you
flashbang.
It's right next to Renraku Archaeology. It's right
let me
next
give you
to
a
that
little
giant pyramid.
more information about what was asked of us for this job. Okay,
Okay.
so they want the 6 people taken out. They
Okay.
want the left fake ear tip from each one of them.
Just a tip. I'm taking the whole year. I'm taking the whole ear. I don't go
Ooh,
just
maybe they'll
tip.
give us a bonus if you give them the whole year.
The bonus is the ear tip.
Okay.
That's
taking the whole
part of the bonus. And then there's a letter that they want dropped in the lap of one of the leaders in particular, left with the body,
Okay.
and that's a bonus as well. So we get to split 30,000 yen if we just kill them.
There
if
wasn't
we-
one of you. Sorry to interrupt. One of you, didn't you look to see if they'd been in the news recently? News clips or
Yeah,
Shady did.
Shady
Shady
did.
did.
You did hear of a report being done by Scepter Productions, which is a local news company, freelance news company,
Mhm.
that was doing a piece on the APN. You did also
Okay.
hear.
During the
Sorry.
description, that's fine. During the description of the extra tasks, the way the job was asked to do of us, she'll be sending that information out to each one of them.
Okay.
The news articles and stuff about the APN that she dug up and whatnot.
Yep.
So we'll build the tension and drama a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we get to split the 30,000 union if we just kill them. So if we get a rocket launcher and do it like that, that's all we get. But we stand to pull in another 11,000 union if we drop the envelope and get the ear tips. From talking with the contact, I get the impression that they really want this letter that they had given me to be dropped on the lap. That seemed particularly important to them.
Have you read the letter?
I haven't touched it.
So we have to kill the leaders of this organization, and then we have to leave an envelope on their carcass.
On the lap of one of them,
We
yep.
get to be assassins this time. It's cool.
So-
It's cool, Almari.
So then that means that we're not really targeting them. There's another level above this organization that we're trying to send a message to.
I mean, it could be a mass suicide note for all I know. I didn't read it, and I'm not going to. It's still sitting on my table back home.
I was about to ask you if you left it at home.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She hasn't touched it. It's still sitting where it is. She probably won't pick it up until they make a move.
God, it's not trapped.
Might be.
Well, I'm doing it based on
Just sealed.
principle because elf earring is not okay.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't know.
I'm-
I think it's
I'm
worth
doing it.
reading.
I'm doing it based on principle because elf earring is not okay.
And
Unless
It's
we're
like-
getting paid
it's-
for it.
I'm studying
yeah.
my I'm studying my initiation books in the corner. I'm like, what? Sure, we'll go along.
Holy shit! Is this the only
Wow.
way that your guy wouldn't protest to murder?
Oh, he's Breaking Bad.
I was gonna say, you all kind of know it comes with the territory of shadow running.
Of all the people that I expected to protest, I thought it was going to be one boot.
Yeah.
He's like, I need the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alvar,
yeah.
these guys sound. I mean, you being even as kind of, I wouldn't say anti-technology. You were not really that, but I mean, you embrace nature, pretty much because you're shamanic.
Yep.
These guys even kind of disgust you, what you're hearing about them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even elves. They're not even elves,
Notice,
Who are they to say how elves should live when they're not even elves? It's a total racial thing.
It's like people
They
painting
need to
their
meet
face
the
like
prophet.
my people back in the.
Well,
Right.
you asked me to look up this. Place, Shady, and so I did a little bit of research. Here's what I was able to find out. This place. The address you gave me is the headquarters for the Paranobilis. I got the names of the 6 members. I can confirm, and I looked at everybody at the table, I can confirm my research also says this is a radical club, that they're aggressive and that they're violent, apparently. They got it's not very big. There's only about 200 members, but they seem to be localized here in Seattle. I was not able to get any blueprints on the building. It looks like they are archived and are available in paper only. So someone's going to have to go down to the Public Works in downtown and try to get their hands on the physical copies of the blueprints if we want to see the layout. On the plus side, actually I don't know if this is plus or minus really, they don't have an external security, right? They don't have a hired security, so the only security is going to be any members that happen to be there.
Mm-hmm. So to pull something like this off as smoothly as possible, we need to figure out a way to make sure that they're all there. All 6 of them are there at the same time.
They need to meet the prophet.
I have to take a 5-minute AFK while you guys talk. I'll be right back.
I like it. Meet the prophet.
Prophet.
The elven prophecy, of course.
That will get them. That will get them. We could code.
Engagement. Yeah.
This could be established writer on the elven prophecy.
Yeah, wants to give
They
his
would
blessing.
probably-
Ooh.
Yep. He's gonna write a book about them and their organization.
Or maybe he's looking for a little bit of funding so he can
I like it.
get some of their agenda out through his book because he believes in what they believe. I have a problem with reusing something that we've done, but
I love it.
is that information about the prophet still out online, or did you pull it?
No, it's still out there.
No, and we can say we're backed by. We have interest from local Elven Superiority Publishing.
Yeah, Sylvan.
Well,
we can be like, hey,
in
you know
our-
what? We already met with Sylvan, Sylvan Publishing, right?
Our run was so smooth that they think it was just an accident or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're still a bona fide author
Yep.
as far as anyone's concerned.
By the way, you guys, you see Longstreet wearing nicer clothes and sporting gold jewelry and stuff. He's been kind of getting a nicer lifestyle than just a shitty professor at a community college.
He has a golden grill.
Yeah, sorry. And a necklace
I
as big
love
as his
He's
wrist.
he's wearing a big clock. What time is it?
No, I was looking at that Ace, whatever the custom armor jacket stuff or armor clothing that was all like stylized, custom. So I think he's going down a bad path where he
Right on.
he's not batting an eye about murder right now.
He's like, money's nice.
Shady's gonna look around the table at everybody and be like, okay, it's starting to sound to me like you guys are on board with this. Do any of you have any convictions against this or hesitation about this?
0.
I do apologize for that.
Did you share the photos?
Not yet.
I mean, it's just, you know,
It's not
fine.
It's not
a lot of money. Well, sounds like it's a quick job. I mean, my only concern is if, you know, we can't get all 6 of these guys in the building at once, then it could drag out, and, you know, the whole thing could take like a week, you know. So yeah.
The Prophet Part 2 could be fun, though.
Yep. We have a plan. Tell them.
Sounds like it came back just in time. All right.
All right, good. Well,
you don't have to
if
tell
we're-
me the plan. You can just
if-
tell me what you're doing, or tell me
Yeah.
the plan if you want.
if we're all on board, then I won't have to show you any further evidence.
Epic.
Well, it sounds like
Ooh.
these are just problem people, and we don't need to be clean about this one.
I mean, obviously, going in as ghostly as we have in other jobs would be ideal, but other than that, no. I mean, this could be fairly straightforward.
You know, killing people, whether racist or not, is still kind of frowned upon by the law.
What? I thought this was the future.
We're doing
Not
the
a license
law.
to kill.
There's pickles on this burger. Blam!
Giggles was the one who was closest to having a license to kill.
Cool.
We're doing the law a favor by taking care of these poses.
There you go.
We're doing
We're-
a lot of people a favor.
We're doing our
There you
bank
go.
accounts a favor. By
I'm
There
cutting
you
off
go.
both here.
Well, you can keep one, but the left tip needs to go back to the contact.
Just the tip.
No, I'm
Just the
giving
tip.
I'm giving them the full ear. I don't do just tip.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't mind that, but
So yeah, we were going to set up a meet with the Prophet and the heads, utilizing our online notoriety of the Prophet to and his Sylvan interest.
this, you know, you guys, this is like the easiest job ever. We give Almari 2 submachine guns that he hides under a cloak, and then he pulls, you know, his big long cloak or whatever, long coat. He walks in, he says, "Look, I must meet with all 6 at once." They all sit in a table for the meeting, and then he just flips open that jacket and pulls out the machine guns and mows them down, and then we're out of there. Piece of cake. It's a one-man job.
I don't think that's going to work out so well.
Yeah.
How to use double machine guns.
If we're gonna do the Prophet 2, we're all going in like we were before. No waiting in the car, and we'll all take care of it. It'll
Sounds
be a
like a
lot
plan.
cleaner that way.
Now, them
to
being the paranormal noblists, does that mean that they're all magically awakened?
They're all a bunch of posers. I doubt they're.
Paranobilis is Latin for elf.
Oh, I see.
they don't use cyberware and stuff, right?
Unknown.
Well, they're
Any,
posing as elves. They might not be, you know, they might be cybered to the gills, or maybe they got. Maybe they
Yeah, I mean,
got
are there any
magic.
pictures of them?
I mean, they're not like a
Ooh.
paramilitary group, you know. I mean, they're not all like an army, you know,
Can I?
force or anything. They're just a weird racial cult
Yeah.
run
Can-
by,
right
you know,
next to
someone
that-
who's a smooth talker.
Can I do a
right
search?
next to that giant building.
Hmm.
Can I do a search on the? Can I do a search on Aaron Mitchell? See what I can find out about this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so let's see here. I am going to. load this guy in there. I don't know if that matters or not. And then
Computer plus intuition, cap of data processing.
let's see what I got. Ah, crap. One.
Blaine Death Edge sounds like a old runner.
I got 1 success.
No, not really much for any history. He's been with the group. He's been leading the group for, about a decade.
Wow, this is an older group.
Him and Pharrell are the last 2 original members of the core.
Okay.
I mean, nothing really on him. I mean, some, about, let's see. The group was founded by Leo Ridgeworth, and Aaron Zarek was the secretary of Ridgeworth. And Ridgeworth was killed, and so Zarek took over. It was 27 members at that time.
Mm-hmm.
He convinced them that Ridgeworth's murder was death, and so he trained all the members as soldiers and converted a small war to destroy their enemies. Many of their opponents died, but only 6 of the APN members survived. After several months after that, Mitchell, now known as Zarek, called a halt to the violence and began to recruit drive to rebuild the APN, and it was not long before membership started to swell. They most do no more than attend a weekly meeting and pass out literature. But the Council of Elders, consisting of the 6 survivors of the war, live and breathe the ancient elven stories, which they attempt to pass on to the other APN members. In the last 2 years, the APN has been aggressively promoting a return tonature philosophy as the ideal way of life for elves. Their fanatic belief extends to terrorist attacks on anyone, elven or not, who opposes their ideals. Indeed, the APN and the young elven technologists have often butted heads. The YET is another group. The leaders of the APN are certain. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah, so it sounds like these guys get... I share what I found out, It sounds like these guys get a little aggressive with people that don't agree with them. So, but my concern is, if Shady's contacts here are trying to totally eliminate this organization, then if we just kill the 6 heads of the organization, won't one of these other 200 members just kind of step up and take over, just like when they killed off this Ridgeworth guy?
They might, but our job was the 6, so they're what they want out of it, what the contact wants out of it, would have to be accomplished with that. I mean, we can burn the building down if we want.
Yeah, well, I like the plan with the. I like that too.
Caution was advised because of its proximity to Renraku.
Oh yeah, Renraku. Yeah, all right, that's fine. But we got
so no burning the building down.
Well, we could burn it down just like this one's being burned down right now.
Maybe
unless you want the private attention of the Red Samurai of Renraku.
Yeah, no good.
Coming to check out what's going down.
So to make things just a touch more juicy and to make the work we have to put into this a little bit not too involved, Atari, can you add something to the web information that's out there about a possible costing of our prophet author when he was out doing something that aligns with their ideals, frolicking and supping of nature by the some stream somewhere or something, and he was accosted, saved by some miracle or whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be a ridiculous miracle, but some passerby, and that will also set us up for this is why bodyguards are coming with him and whatnot, and might actually increase the interest of, look, his ideals are aligned with ours, let's all show up kind of thing. A fake news report.
Fake news report.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then
whatever you guys, whatever
and-
you need,
like that.
man.
And
Yeah.
then add perhaps like a blog entry or something from the author himself saying, I can't really talk about it, but there's potential exciting news for publication agreement. So the our dreams may be coming to fruition or something like that, right? And then a bunch of people responding like, oh, this is great, we're gonna get the book, blah,
Yeah. Now, should we also, on top of that, have someone on the inside? Maybe someone joins and goes to one of these public, meetings to get an idea of what the inside of this place looks like.
we just go get the blueprints.
Or we can just
So, does most of the members, are they like mixed race, or are they elves, or are they just posers, or I don't.
Well, Almari, you can't go in because you're going to be the prophet. That's how we're getting a meeting with these guys.
I can make somebody else look like something else. I have the ability.
Oh, Longstreet. Make him look like a poser elf and send him in.
So we send in the dolphin.
I think that's the plan. Why can't we just like last time with bodyguards and lawyers
Yeah,
and meet the crew? You say, hey, we want to meet.
God, you guys in that plan.
I love that plan.
I know.
I think that we also have to think about if some of them might want to stay and fight, but some of them might just try to flee. And we have to know like all the routes out of the building, the streets, maybe their houses or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'll go get the blueprints.
Let's,
You're listed as living at the headquarters. You already know that. They live there at the headquarters.
All 6 of them do?
Just go and use my eyeball.
All 6, yeah. Charlie told you that. All 6 live there.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that
So
makes
that's
it
where they
easy.
should be.
Get a layout
So-
from my
So
eyeball.
we just march in. Look, it's only 200, right? We just march in, kick open doors, pop, 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 right? And we're done.
Well, total membership is 200. Not all 200 are going to be packed in this building. But
Right.
I like your thinking. I like the yeah, I like it.
Kick the door open.
Exactly. We just march in there and get our business done and get our paycheck.
Well, I'm fine with that. The profit hook is to encourage that all 6 of them are actually there, because unless it's we roll in there at an hour after midnight or something like that.
Yeah.
The likelihood of them all being
Yeah.
there is
Now we're talking, Shady. We roll in there at 1 a.m. There's the plan.
smash Giggle's van through the front door.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'll pop out of the back.
Well, first Longstreet goes in there with his sunglasses.
You lead
and
the charge.
He says, I'll be back. And then we push the van through the front door.
Wow.
You always want to drive my van in this stuff.
Sorry, it's gonna be
we
out.
could use the window.
Oh, no. No. No.
No,
Well,
the window's
let's get
only
the
good
plan
for exiting.
put in action. So you posted the fake story online to add to your
Yeah, sure.
credibility of the profit?
I sit
Well,
down
I
my-
mean, not yet. I don't know if we're going to go that route now that
Yeah.
we're talking about kicking a door in.
You'd have to do a forgery skill test if you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Think
Like
of
last
how
time.
No,
Think
let's
of
do
how
that.
confused they'd be if a dolphin came through their window.
Very confused.
And a guy riding it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Almari riding a dolphin. No, however, you guys, like, let's just get this job over with and get our money,
Well, like you said, the idea is to collect them and like organize the profit, a meet
Okay.
late at
So
night.
you're adding that file? Sorry, you're adding that file, Atari? Are you going to
Yeah, I
like
can do
update
that.
the profit file? Is that what you're going to do? Okay, so go ahead and make a forgery plus logic test.
Okay.
And your limit is going to be mental.
There you go.
5. Perfect. That's more than enough. I was going to say it takes you about an hour to do that, so you get 5. So just kind of make a little mental note of that. I don't think it'll come into fruition, but that's okay. So yeah, the file, no problem. Looks very authentic.
Can you include an image of him with like a black eye and a bloody nose?
Oh, when I got beat up?
Mm-hmm.
No, that would show weakness.
Show weakness? I don't. Yeah. I think what we're trying to do is get them to empathize. Like, oh, look at what happened here. This is horrible. He's losing our ideals, and someone else beat him up.
I got to overthinking. I think let's try to get a meet with them at night. Tell them to check it out. Like, we'd like to meet with your group and support, and get a chapter in the book, in the prophecies about your group.
Wow, not just a chapter. The whole book aligns with their ideals.
And speak to their leadership.
Maybe their ideals are the last or are the missing 13th prophecy.
The 13th prophecy, yes.
Yeah. So this is book 2. Yeah.
Almari, you need to call up again because you're the persuasive one. And get a late night meeting with them.
It doesn't have to be late night, I guess.
Or anytime meeting.
So, does anybody have any contacts with the local police force? Who is it in Seattle? And see if they can miss any calls that go out at night. I mean, I can call the APN and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to like mitigate.
I don't
the
know.
Cops showing up right away.
These guys don't have a security system. It seems to me that these guys are, doing their own security. I can't see the cops like showing up to protect these guys. They're just kind of radical.
Where was it? It's next to Aztechnology, or
Renraku.
Yeah, that's right. So
that it's right in the shadow of Renraku, so you do have to be careful of, their attention.
We'll blow it up after we leave. We'll just put the C4 under some desks.
What does Renraku think of these posers?
Let me do a search online to see and cross-reference Renraku with these posers.
No connection.
Okay.
They just happen to be located like directly right across the street.
No connection.
From the edge of the arcology.
They're just struggling under the shadow of Renraku.
All right. Next action.
Yeah. I'm gonna lean back in the booth and like go astral and then zip over there and take a gander.
I just get out my
on the outside of the building for right now and just kind of look into the windows and see if I can see people and spirits or anything like that.
Okay, you see a small 2-story building. Go ahead and roll a sensing. Roll it with a minus.
Oh no!
Oh shit! Is that a glitch?
No,
it's yellow.
A -4.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. No, you can't tell. I mean, it's occupied.
Right.
That's all you can tell.
I come back in and like can't see shit through that. They got some funk in there.
Well, maybe maybe we can take a drive-by with the professor and find a nice little place to park and
We'll
let
do
him
that
have
on
a
the
look.
way into our meeting. We'll set up the meeting and we'll go bust it. I like Atari's plan. We can just waste them like last time.
Hmm.
Professor is getting some confidence.
Okay, so what happens when we walk into the room and there are only 5 of them, or there's 4 of them, and they tell us that the other 2 can't make it?
Then we take care of those 4 or 5, and then we hunt down the rest.
They're gonna be. They all.
And
live
then we
there,
pull out our
right?
guns and we put them their goddamn heads. Yeah, let's do this. I'm ready. Let's do it now.
Well, let's call them up and see if they want to.
Well, should we do the deception or should we just like kick in the door?
We'll do
we haven't
the
decided this,
deception. Why not? So, Bryce, I'm gonna send an email.
Hold on 1 second. It's going to take a little bit if we want to blow this place up to get some explosives.
Right.
Well, we need to get it scouted first.
Well,
by
are we going to get a bonus? Are we getting a bonus if we don't blow it up?
The bonus is blowing it up.
The bonus is delivering a envelope
and collecting ears.
Yeah,
if we blow it up, then the envelope's not going to stay on the guy's lap.
That's my point. Like, if we blow it up, there's no envelope to be picked up by whomever.
Seems a little overkill from what Charlie was picturing.
Well, overkill might have been what she hired.
I'm sure she was afraid of that.
Fine. No explosives. It'll lessen the cost anyway.
But we can do some.
You can. I mean, I'm not saying you can't. You just got to be. You're gonna draw attention. Let's just put it that way.
After we set up the meeting, we can go try to scout with some clairvoyance.
We could try to join this cult and then take it over, and then we would have a cult of minions.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you guys.
That sounds like too much work.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's do it.
No.
For
We
that
just
much money.
We just need to kill them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go and raise every living being in that building.
Well, have Mississippi do a drive-by with his eyeball.
Okay. Well, aren't we going to call and set up a meeting so that they will all hopefully come down to the meeting, so we'll have them in one spot? And wasn't that the plan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I'll send an email or communication.
That might be good, but then they might all have bodyguards. But if we get them like loosey-goosey when they're all in their rooms at night with nobody thinking about shit, we might be able to like take them on 1 or 2 at a time instead of like all 6 of them or something at the same time.
Yeah, I have a feeling they aren't really going to have bodyguards as such. They're just going to have the people that believe they're radical trash.
Other cultists.
And, these guys. I agree.
That's why we just put them down if they get in the way.
Yeah, I just this group doesn't really strike me as sophisticated. I just don't think that we have as much to worry about. Like, I think we've done tougher jobs, Let's just go in there and do it.
Correct.
Okay, let's hop in the van. Let's go. I'm ready. I just got to put my bling away.
Your bling? You should keep it on. You might reflect some light and distract your opponents. You know what I'm saying? Give you some advantage.
Maybe we should all get body armor and just go in there.
Solid gold body armor.
That's kind of soft. That won't work.
And heavy.
Okay, so let's decide now. Are we gonna do the try to meet up plan, or are we just gonna sneak in and try to kill them while they're asleep?
I like the meetup plan because it makes me laugh. So
okay, let's do it.
That settles it then.
Yep.
As long as the bodyguard can have a full body armor.
Yeah, that's our excuse. We'll let them know we have to bring the crew, right?
Yeah, it's the same play, you guys. We've got the
Exactly.
attorney, the agent, the prophet, the security for the prophet.
The PR guy.
I mean,
PR guy.
it's a similar play minus the trank patches. I mean, obviously we're not going to tranquilize, 6 of these. Wait a minute, is there like a grenade or something that we could like throw in there and gas everybody and make them pass out?
I only have flash.
Okay.
What's so you get the email going. Mari, do you have to do the call later? Is that the plan later?
We sneak into the building and next to the conference room. We drill a hole in the wall and we pump in like knockout gas.
No.
No knockout gas. All right, fine. Then I say, we do Prophecy 2, and we set up a meeting with all 6.
Prophecy 2, the Revenge of Almari. It's got to have some subtitle.
Prophecy 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
All right, so there it is, Bryce.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to set up a meeting just like we did back with the Sylvan Industries for
Yep.
the.
So you reach out to them. So you just send them some messages, or you call them up, or
Yeah, I'm gonna send them
what do
some
you do?
messages. Email the secretary
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay. So you send some messages that afternoon, and you wait for a little while, or wait for a day, or
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'll make sure that maybe in the footer of my email, I'm linking our website, our bogus website that we created.
So Shady,
and you're explaining.
How the
Okay, well-
how the prophet. Wait, did we come up with a name for you? I don't remember now. Whatever name we had for him. I want to say
The
Well,
prophet
it was just
kind
a
of live
prophet.
that lifestyle that they believe in for elves.
Yeah,
And
the email would
Elvin.
be, it'll be like,
Yeah.
And he got accosted because he was like that, right?
yeah,
Basically summing it
yeah,
up.
and he's had a
Kind of-
vision, and he
just kind of-
believes that the 13th prophecy is related to your organization, and about taking things up a notch, implying violence to non-believers
Maybe-
is what I want to do.
Maybe Zarek was like some saint in this dream, who brought about this, change.
No. They can't have any of the gold yet.
Okay.
They have to start
All right.
digging.
Damn. All right.
Yep. So I send out there.
Okay. So that's what you send out there. And the next day, so it's going to be one day, you get an email back saying, that's a fascinating story. We've never heard of you. Are you part of Scepter? We told you we don't know where your crew went.
Hey,
And that's all it says.
I call up Shady May. Shady,
Mhm.
Scepter. You heard of this group?
No. I mean, have I?
I don't
No.
know. I haven't.
Cliff, you remember that you came across
guess I have.
that. Oh no, I'm sorry, Shady. Yes, you do. You remember that you came across a freelance journalist company called Scepter Productions that had been researching a report on the APN.
Mm.
Oh, they probably made them
Part of the news
disappear.
articles that I had found when I was at the cafe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's vaguely familiar. Hold on, and I send that article to him.
Okay, you do a history file through your search, and you do find it, and you share it, and you guys look at it closely. And it seems that a couple months ago, while researching the goings-on of the APN, a film crew of Scepter Productions, 5 members of them, went missing.
Huh.
Hmm.
I guess these guys are a little
So-
more dangerous than we thought.
Why did you ask?
So this Scepter Productions, were they for or against the APN? Were they like...
Probably against.
They were like investigative journalists.
Maybe we can get them to hire us also, and we can make more money off. Run.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of play dumb, respond back, say, yeah, sorry, I'm not familiar with this organization you're talking about, but let me tell you about the Great Prophet.
They were found killed.
Okay.
They were found killed.
Yeah, these guys are going down.
Shouldn't change the response.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I'm still going to say the same thing. I
What
think.
if that was another Shadowrun group?
I'm not going to overthink it.
Yep.
The I want to respond back saying, not familiar with that organization. Let me tell you about the Great Prophet and the great things that he's done, and you can check out some of these videos, and you can check out these blogs. Here's a sample chapter from his book, and the prophet has had a vision and believes that your organization is the key to the next elven prophecy, the lost 13th elven prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
Prophecy 2.
And in order to confirm, before starting his next book, he would like to sit down and discuss the contents of what he believes is to be the next prophecy, which is in line with the teachings of the Paranobilis.
So go ahead. If you have any acting like con or performance.
Oh,
or
I got forgery.
impersonation.
I got
You have
etiquette, forgery.
You have etiquette.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to exactly forge a good performance.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of con.
Well, I mean, I could use my skill jack.
Just a little bit.
I mean, I could use my skill jack subscription and get like one performance, I think.
Isn't this over email?
Yeah.
You can like work with Almari, and he can like dictate to you what you put in there,
Okay.
kind of thing, with
Yeah.
his con skill. So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Almari, go ahead and roll your con skill. Let's see. Con would probably be intuition or logic
Acting.
or neither.
It's
charisma.
charisma.
Okay,
and
so you're gonna be
social.
rolling. So it's gonna be social cap. You're gonna be a -1
Oh,
because Atari is dictating for you. So there's gonna be a bit of a penalty.
Well, he can type it if he wants.
so that's with I hit the button before you told me the modifiers. So
So a -1 modifier. Yeah, re-roll it.
okay.
All right, so you send that response. You wait a day. You have gotten no response back.
All right, I message everybody. You know what, you guys? They're not. There's no bites on this. Let's just go in there and take care of business.
During that day, I thought Katie and I were going to go try the clairvoyant, do a drive-through on the.
Okay, you were gonna go
yeah.
scope it out,
Sure.
essentially. Okay. You go there when Charlie said that the APN headquarters was in the shadow of the Renraku arcology. She wasn't kidding. The arcology has this technologically advanced system that routes sunlight into the depths of the building to illuminate the inner parks and residence levels, and then some of that light bounces out back through the far side to illuminate those parts of downtown Seattle that would literally just be left in darkness 24/7 from the shadow.
Hey, on something's going on with your mic. It's like
Yeah, maybe
it's
just
fan.
mute.
feedback.
Fan.
Who?
You.
like a fan or something's blowing on your mic.
Yeah, fans blowing on me.
And your mic.
That's better.
Okay.
Oh, I
So-
just have to turn my head.
Okay.
So
Why couldn't the cameras be on?
Despite this function that the Renraku building does, the APN headquarters lies in an apparent shadow anyways, a design flaw apparently, so its location. So by day it's kind of murky, and you can tell that by night it would be kind of well lit from the glow over the area, so the time of greatest darkness, because of that odd light shift, is just after dawn or dusk, of course.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty much in darkness. It's just a simple, small 2-story building, fairly nondescript from the outside, not in a very fancy part of town. Just kind of.
Okay.
I say we wait
Excellent.
a while, and then we just raid the place and just
I don't
down
really
the
have an
door.
outer picture of it. But yeah, I mean, there's people everywhere. It's a busy downtown. You know, it's like a
let's
little,
park,
chapter
Shady,
house.
Shady, you're gonna park and watch me while I hit the clairvoyance across the street or something.
That's
Around
fine.
the
Just
corner.
get yourself comfortable.
Within 100 feet, 100 yards of the building, like around the block or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So Shady will do that. She'll find a place just to pull over and park and let him do his thing, so he's within range.
Yep, you're downtown, so that's going to be really hard to do. There's really nothing within 100 meters.
She's going to pull up on a curb or something like that.
There really is no curb here. I mean, you're right downtown.
So there are no sidewalks downtown?
There are sidewalks, but you would not want to like park on the sidewalk downtown. There's no like parking spots along the side of the street.
Is there
Okay,
a
so
parking
how
garage or
close
anything?
could we get?
Probably about 300-400 meters. It would probably be the closest parking garage.
Yeah,
Well,
we
hold
need
on.
we need
Is
something
there some
something
place-
closer.
Yeah, is there some place where he can go into a bathroom and just go into a stall and
Yeah.
flip
Or
out
walk,
or something?
yeah, we can walk close, so we could park and then walk close.
That's true.
Okay. So you guys park and then you get closer and you find like a cafe, a cyber cafe or something that's open that you can sit in and not really be noticed. Yeah, we'll allow that. That's fine.
Okay, and then was my stun damage healed over that 10 days?
Oh, it's been 10 days. You roll for your stun every hour, so by now it's definitely gone.
Okay.
And anyone physical, it's once a day. And assuming no one was like battered really bad, I know a couple people had 1 or 2 boxes, but I'm not going to bother with that minutia with the 10 days healing time. You know, there's no point. Even if you super glitch, you'll heal from that in time. Okay.
Ooh, 5 successes. It was a force of 5. That was a good roll. Okay. And made my drain. So 5 successes, and I'm gonna zoom across my eyeball and try to kind of poke at the front door.
All right, so there you are. There's your eyeball.
Sort of.
Should be able to see it. Yes. Oh, the rest of you aren't there. I'm sorry. Ignore those.
So I'm just gonna enter through the front door.
All right. I hate you and your clairvoyant spell.
Was there any mana barriers?
There is no mana barriers. I mean, they're not that, you know.
Because they're
big of a
posers.
group.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm
they're
saying. Just go
posers,
in there,
yeah.
guns blazing.
Well,
They're not going to have all that much going on. All right. So you walk into a hallway. You see a man kind of standing guard by the door. You do see a door to the north, and then down to the south of this hallway, you see a door to the west. It looks like it opens up to a larger room to the south. And then there are steps going up right there to the east in that hallway. Okay. You go through that door.
Oh man, we gotta kill her.
I'm gonna kind of go down. I'm just doing a quick check as fast as possible, just to kind of get the quick layout. And I'm kind of drawing blindly.
Yep.
Actually, if you speak it out, I'll do the sketch.
There is a woman in this room. Inside this room looks like a blood red version of the Arabian Nights tale. Sitting amongst the veils, red bed clothing, and red walls and red carpets is a woman dressed entirely in red. She is awake. And she looks up when your eyeball enters the room.
Oh, I dart out. run
Okay.
up the building.
You just wink off the spell. Okay.
Oh
There you go.
shit! I was noticed.
Oh, were you though?
Or are you just getting paranoid? Was it a hot girl?
She looked right at my eyeball.
Are you at it or through it?
She detected you.
Yeah, she detected my magic.
Okay, so we'll come back later.
Well, we definitely don't want to come tonight.
Why not? They'll never be expecting it. They'll be expecting us to wait for another night.
You are so paranoid, Longstreet. It's great.
Well, we know
Okay.
she's awakened.
All right.
Look, you
right?
guys,
Next move.
load.
Definitely a
Next
mage.
move.
Definitely got a little magic support, so be ready.
Damn it!
So then we take her down first.
Well, it's
I
Wait,
always
until she's
target magic
sleeping.
user
Can't
first.
you? Don't you have some kind of thermal imaging to see when she's sleeping?
Oh my
You
god.
just gank her in her bed.
Well, let's hit it at dawn, and yes, let's try to catch some people off guard.
Okay.
You had mentioned once something about a magical barrier that you can do.
I
Yeah,
don't have the ability to do that.
I can cast mana barriers. Yeah,
Okay, and how when you cast that, how long does it last?
as long as I sustain it.
So if she was able to see your magic, it stands to reason she can do magic. What if she has that up when we go? What does that mean? What does that mean to you two?
She would have
You
to
can't cast
it.
through it. You can't cast through it or astrally walk through it.
Yeah,
It doesn't
she-
stop physical. If you're dual natured, then it will stop you. But just like being a magic user, it doesn't affect you if you're not astrally.
Yeah, and it
It's not spell.
basically she would have to maintain it the whole time. And there's no
Or
way she
anchor
can
it.
Unless it was
Yeah.
her lodge.
Can she do that when she sleeps?
If it's anchored,
Yeah,
or if it's her
possibly.
lodge. Which if it was her lodge, it would have a barrier already because lodges
Yeah.
have a
Mhm.
barrier the equal of their rating. So you walked through it.
Yeah,
so it's
these
not a
guys don't
lodge.
look that powerful. There was some magic. Well, let's hit it tonight. I'm with Otari.
All right, look, can we? Here's what I'm thinking. I've been doing some research on the Matrix. Okay, there's this stuff. It's called a neurostun. Have you heard of this?
No.
So
Mm-mm.
it's a toxin. Okay, so it's used in like riots, you know. And this neurostun, it's colorless, it's odorless, and it's the industry standard for knockout gas for emergency containment situations.
Did you
Knockout
turn into a
gas.
salesman for some company, Atari?
I may have done some work with some military organizations, maybe.
Hmm. Attached to some government, possibly.
Possibly. So what I'm thinking is, let's get our hands on some neurostun. One of us are walking in there shooting this shit off, while Dr. Giggles is lighting them up. That's what I'm saying.
What if I take a bottle of that stuff and go up to the air handler?
No, not a
just-
bottle. I'm talking like a fucking grenade launcher with just putting these capsules in and firing these
Why don't we
canisters
bring
off.
grenade
Oh
Why don't we gas the entire building?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm starting to enjoy the complications you guys bring to our plans or despise it.
Let's do this.
Oh man.
Right. Come on, guys.
Listen,
Longstreet's ready to go.
for those of you who aren't aware, I'd like to introduce the simplicity of a bullet.
Okay. So for 2 days now, you guys have been skulking around the outside of this place,
Mhm. Oh, we're going in.
and so
It's time to
2
get some
days have
business
passed, you know, doing emails and trying to go in stealthily, setting up a meeting, which they seem to think you're someone you're not.
Yeah, we're going in.
And you drive by, you check it out. It's just a small, normal little building. You astrally or not, clairvoyantly check it out. You run into obviously someone who can astrally sense, and she detected the eye and bugged out. And so, what's your next step? What are you gonna do?
We're gonna order
we're
some
gonna go- we're
neurostun
gonna go in and-
grenades.
No, we're going to go in at 1 o'clock tonight. I'm sorry, wait, 1:30 because this group doesn't seem to be able to
No,
start on time.
The dawn is
And
the darkest, right?
Oh, but
The dawn is the
motherfucker.
darkest time.
Truth hurts. It does hurt. Okay. So 1 in
yeah.
the morning. Okay.
Mhm.
Luckily, the 10 stack is 24 hours.
We're gonna hit it tonight. Everyone get their gear on.
Can we get
Yep.
pie first?
Can I read?
So everyone.
No, pie is after.
Yeah, pie is after. That's celebration.
Coffee before, pie and coffee after.
Okay, so we'll say it's like noonish, 1ish, 2ish. You're going to get together in about 12 hours. Is there anything anyone is going to do in that time?
Nero stun.
I am going to pocket summon a spirit, and I'm going to sustain increased reflexes before we go straight up in there.
Before
Okay.
Shady leaves her house, she gets all prepped and everything, appropriate handwear, so there's no
Okay.
I'm going to reach out to
print
Otto.
evidence or anything like that. And the last thing she does is actually take the envelope off the desk and puts it in a easy to access yet not easy to lose pocket.
Okay.
Amari, you might want to consider a sustaining foci. I might have a connection there.
So what's the rating on this neurotoxin you're getting? Atari?
I don't know. It has a power of 15. Is what
Is
it
there like
says.
an availability or something?
What page is it on?
Page 410.
Nero stun.
Yep.
Nero stun 7 and what is that, 9?
It's 9 and 10.
Nero stun 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, it's going to be hard to find.
Yeah. I'm willing to pay.
Okay. Pay 10 times the amount,
Oh man, how much is it?
and I'll give you a +2.
Let's see here.
Right now, if you're getting stun 8, let's see, what's the difference? What one are you getting?
Okay. No, I'm gonna go for the. What's the difference of them?
Stun
8
8
becomes
is
inert
inert
after
after
10
10
minutes of contact
minutes.
with the air. Others are
Inert after 1 minute.
Yeah, so I want 8. It looks like. Why is that one cheaper?
You want to knock them out so we can't breathe that air for 10 minutes.
Don't you have a gas mask? I have a gas mask.
Oh,
Why would I have a gas mask?
You need a gas mask to not be stunned Nero-y.
we don't have gas masks.
All right.
Sorry.
So you're going to be rolling. I'm going to give you 8 dice.
Okay.
So if you're willing to pay 10 times the amount, I'll give you a +2.
Okay, so 10 times the amount would be, what, 120? No.
For winning
60
your
times
8,
10.
it'd be
So 600?
600.
Yeah, I'll pay 600.
Okay.
All right, how many dice am I rolling?
So you're going to be rolling 10 dice.
Okay. Yes!
I hate you.
Yeah, excellent. All right.
I'll give you 2.
Or anyway.
You're able to find 2 neurostun grenades, toxin grenades.
All right, I'll take them. Let's see.
Is what he's able to get for you. So $1,200 if you want them both.
I do. I'll pay the
1,200.
I'll pay the 1,200.
That's like half of what you're making off this.
1,200? No,
Just
that's
to let
not
you
half.
know.
Out of
Come on,
8,000?
exaggerate.
No.
I'm
It comes out-
exaggerating to make a
Yeah.
point.
I'm a little surprised he paid that much for him too, but in the spectrum of Nuyen, it's not that much.
Yeah.
That's why he's so good at coding, because he gets his mind set in a direction and just goes.
Right.
No matter
And-
what gets in his way.
And the other thing is too, actually finding 2 grenades with this shit in it, that's kind of impressive in such short term,
This is kind of a go-to for like riot control and shit like that. And his
yeah.
contact is specific, a specific gear. This is what he trades in. So
Right, stolen
He's
from
able to
SWAT
ground
trucks
up
and stuff.
So it takes him about all day. So it's not until that night, but he's able to scrounge 2 up for you.
Excellent. I'll take them. I'm like, thanks,
And I'm
man. You're the best. You're a lifesaver.
I'm stretching it. So
This shit's gonna be
anyone
awesome,
else?
man.
Summon a force 5.
Okay.
So we would roll 5 dice to resist the.
Is it
services.
5 or is it 5 times 2?
It's 5, and then it's double your hits is the drain I resist.
Yep, you're right. Just making sure. I always doubt myself.
So I have 4.
4 services. And you do this like right after sundown, right? So you have them all
Yep.
night. Okay. And you're going to take 4 drain. So right now you're taking 2.
2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a force 4 increased reflexes on me.
Oh my. Okay.
Because that's what I can sustain. All right.
So you get 2 successes. So you get a +2 and 1 extra die.
Correct.
Not bad. Not bad. Now roll your drain. No problem. No problem.
Awesome.
So you do that, and we'll say 2 hours go by before 1 a.m., the meetup time.
Okay.
So I want you to roll your body plus willpower. And that's your stun that you get back. That you heal, that you rest up.
Bam. Okay. Awesome.
Perfect. Yep. So you get it all back. So no problem. So you all, if was that the last, anyone else? Okay. I'll take that as a no.
Can a fixer assist in like locating a silent?
Yes. That's exactly who you go to.
Because I have 0 etiquette, so I would have to go through.
Yep. You just want a
Uh,
silencer?
I know a fixer
Yeah.
as well. a
Okay,
pretty
that's no
good
problem.
Fixer.
You can
If
get
you
that,
need
no
it-
problem. I won't even make you roll. That's not a
Oh,
big deal.
okay. Yeah, because my fixer's a 5 loyalty, 5 connection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
better than my guy.
Roll 2 6. Roll 2 6-sided die.
Okay.
You want to roll above a 5.
So
Otherwise, he's
2,
too busy to get a hold of.
6, 2. See, 2d6
Oh,
roll.
no. He's too busy. You aren't able to get a hold of him.
God damn.
10 days later.
Okay. Try tomorrow. You leave him a message. He doesn't get back
Well,
to you
it's
that
a little
day.
late.
All right.
I'll have to get one later. So much for being silent.
At least
Okay.
one of us will.
And the rest of you show up at the diner. It's 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
a
my
little bit
battery
before
is-
1. I think we're going to hit the place at 1.
Okay, so midnight.
When we're all ready, we'll head over there and let's knock on some doors.
Oh my god, you guys. So after all that talk.
Well, they weren't
Some-
interested in the prophecy, man.
Going
Yeah,
in the
some
front.
plans
They
don't
weren't.
work out.
They weren't. I rolled to see, but they are
Too paranoid.
paranoid, and there's reasons they're paranoid. Some of which you may have figured out. Some of which I can't tell you if you haven't figured out. All right, then.
Well, it's because Spectre was onto them. Not Spectre. Scepter.
All right, I put on my gas mask. Or we're doing
Is
that
this.
some-
I don't
Is that
have a
Cyber
gas
Cafe
mask.
that
I don't have a
The
gas mask.
professor and I.
We're doing this.
Is that cyber cafe the professor and I were in earlier 24 hours also?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can we
Let's
buy
do
gas masks? Is that a thing?
Yes, this is a thing. Of course it's a thing.
Atari already has his
Sound
on.
like Bane.
No,
Not wearing
we're like
that.
driving to do the job, and I've got it on. Are we gonna do this, guys? Are you ready?
No, I can't cast my spells through a gas mask.
How? Why
Sucks
not?
for you.
Why are we?
That shit's
Atari,
gonna
just
last
stay in
for-
the van and do your cyber shit.
Yeah. Who wants my grenades?
And gas mask.
Okay, fine. How
Apparently
about
Fiona
this? How
went.
about I give Dr. Giggles the gas mask and the grenades? He goes in first and just fucking lights the shit up. And then I'll be unlocking doors and stuff behind you or from the car.
Boy, that first guy you guys run into, I feel sorry for.
well, maybe Shady
Full
should
Rambo on
be aim at the door, and then we'll just knock on the door, and when he opens the door to see who it is, you can just drop him right there.
I was speaking figuratively when I said knock on some doors.
Oh, I'll open those doors.
Oh, I'm in the back.
Wait, you got to summon the water spirits and stuff, man.
I already got it. We're good.
Okay. Let's do this.
We're gonna pull up around the corner, and then like Atari, you gonna blank this shit out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hit
do
all
this.
the cameras. Lock all the doors.
Yeah. All right.
Can
I'm
you
going
lock
in.
all the doors?
I'm going in to the Matrix. I'm gonna unlock
Yo,
these
this
doors.
shit-
I'm gonna
Make
reboot these cameras.
steal all of their data.
So Giggles and I will go up to the front door. Shady's going to get down on one knee with her gun out, ready to take on anybody on the other side of the door, and kind of gestures her helmeted head towards Giggles, like open the door.
Guess that's my cue.
Oh, this just seems bad, but let's go. Let's do it.
This is fun. However, I
hold
think
on,
we
I'm
probably
listening.
have Atari stuff to take care of first, and then we go with the door.
Yeah, I'll take care of that door.
There is your water spirit.
Are we having Ghost Atari? Matrix Atari?
Yeah, Matrix Atari.
There is Atari Matrix. There's
Yes,
your water
excellent.
spirit.
Real life Atari goes back into the van. Yes.
Someone's gonna steal the van while you're in there. in the
No.
Matrix.
I lock the doors.
It's in a parking garage safe. But because of the distance that you're at and the noise in the area, you are going to be getting a -2 penalty. 'cause of
Ooh,
noise.
so I'm going to run the program on my cyber deck,
Nobody.
Signal Scrub, to
Okay.
reduce rating to noise reduction.
Okay, so we'll call that even, but you have to have that program running.
Yeah, it's running.
Okay, excellent. Very well done. So it's 1 a.m, just about afterwards, you park the car, you come walking up to the place.
Unlock
There's
the
no
door.
real like police or security presence. As I mentioned before, the Renraku pyramid is literally like right there. It's lit up. You can see some of the lower floors. You can see it patrolled heavily. So any ruckus right next to it is likely to cause some attention from the Renraku Reds.
Okay.
I
We'll
just
be
like
quick.
to remind you before you get out of control. Just a little note that Charlie sent you, Shady, before you go in.
Gotcha. Shady will pass along that warning.
You guys
All
got
right.
like sound suppression or anything like that on your gun?
No.
Giggles laughs.
I hack into that door.
You would know from prior jobs that Shady does.
It doesn't seem to be electronically locked.
You would know from prior jobs that Dr. Giggle does
Okay.
not.
All right. Do I see any sort of electronic anything? I mean, can I be looking for cameras and as I scout around?
Yep. Right now, you don't detect anything other than just normal electronics going to like video feeds and appliances, things like that.
Okay.
No cameras. Nothing like that.
Hey, knock out their comms this
It's all
time, though.
just very simple.
If they got
Can I knock out
Comm
their comm links? How many comm links are in this building?
So, good question.
24.
Yeah.
You
3
are
dozen.
getting
And Bryce has to take care of them all.
It's
you are getting
meaning
comm
like-
link signals. There are a fair amount of number of people who live here. You know, a couple dozen in that range. So there's probably, you know, you can't exactly count it. I'd have to make you a test. If you
All
want.
right. Yeah. So I tell everyone. All right. There's about.
Wow.
But there's no again, there's no central network. There's no host.
Okay.
The building doesn't seem to be heavily secured electronically. You know.
Hey, Mississippi, can you fly around and maybe avoid that one red lady that you saw and find
A window.
who else is around?
Yeah, I can go from right here.
As we're all standing in front of
Yeah,
the
you're
building.
standing. You know.
Right. If you're going to do something, hurry up. Otherwise, open this door.
Let's
Whoa.
see.
I'm just going in. I'm in the Matrix, man.
Yep. So you walk through the matrix.
Hurry up,
There's
guys.
something God. Whoa. I don't like that guy's face.
So there is a guard stationed
I'll take care of that.
on a chair just inside the door, and the woman is still in the room.
All right. Do either of them have cyberware?
The woman does not. I can tell you that.
May.
No, neither one has cyberware.
Okay. Is there an electronic lock on this door?
There is no lock on that door.
God damn it. You guys are going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Sorry.
That's your cue, Giggles.
I want to try to do a Trid Phantasm to make it sound like there's a screeching car down the road or something like that, to maybe draw some attention, some eyes away from us if there's any of the security out wandering around across the street that I want them to look the other way.
Is there a camera outside looking at us?
There's not.
Do I see
No.
a camera?
There is not. You want to cast a spell and make some distraction,
Oh, just go in.
Like,
You'll be
or
the
just wait
distraction.
for them to walk by? You know, I mean, there's, you know, now it's safe.
Okay, never mind.
Giggles, the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll
Kick it.
Good.
Just open it.
yeah. I'll just door is it locked?
Okay. You check the door if it's locked.
Yeah.
It is not locked.
I just throw it open.
Okay. You open the door and you
And
see.
Shady shoots the guy in the head.
Excellent.
This is not the most clean run that we're doing here.
No, they're not paying us
What
to
are you
be
talking
clean.
about? This is going to be extremely clean.
It's gonna be the cleanest ever.
She's got the silent.
I hate how they do surprise in this game too. Just to let you know.
Do I get any bonuses or anything?
Yeah, it's just a pain how they do it. They make it like the most complicated thing ever.
Welcome to the rice paddy.
Prepared to have your gun hacked.
All right. So go ahead and roll your reaction plus intuition, a threshold of 3, and you get to have a +3 to this roll.
Okay,
So-
I'm rolling reaction plus initiative,
Plus intuition.
intuition.
Yep. With a +3.
Okay. Reaction plus. Hold on one sec.
Intuition, which is the I.
What the hell? I got multiple windows open. Sorry.
That's okay.
Multiple dice rolling windows. Okay, reaction plus intuition plus 3, so that's a total of +6.
So you'll click your reaction,
Oh yeah, not a
And-
+6, +3.
and it'll give you, modifier. You add the +3, and then it'll ask you again what attribute to link it to. You're going to pick
Mhm.
intuition, and then it should roll it.
There we go.
All right, you do surprise him. I'll give you a free action, even though technically that's not how surprise works in this format. That's what I'm going to do because it's house rule, house game.
Okay, so one in the head, one in the heart then?
2 shots, aimed.
Sure.
Are
Mhm.
you doing aimed?
Bonus on that? For aimed?
There's not a bonus. There's a penalty.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot the fucker. Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
That's what he gets for having that face.
Is this your new rifle?
It's the pistol, actually.
Pistol, new pistol.
So there's 2 shots.
This is the one that's suppressed, right?
All
Yes.
my weapons are suppressed.
And you're doing both at the same person?
They're the only one there, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, it's just the one person. All right, so the first one is 2, 8. Come back here.
Did we get a description or mugshots of the 6 guys that or the 6 people that we need to take their ears from, or are we just cutting off everybody's ear and just bringing a bucket of ears?
Oh my god.
Bucket of ears. I love it.
no
Well, to answer
ears
your
left
first
behind.
part, no one looked it up.
I had asked about it, but didn't get an answer if there were pictures
I
of these
looked up
people's
some
faces
people.
online.
Oh, you did ask about it?
Mhm.
Well, we didn't do a search for it, but you did get a description of Zarek through all the research that Cliff did. So I'll say you got a picture of Zarek. You know what Zarek looks like.
Well, we're just going to have a bucket
The
of
others
ears.
you
then.
don't. You do have names. All right, you cap him twice, and he is dead. Is that silenced?
Yes.
Okay. I like
That's
how
why-
Giggles answers for Shady.
Well, Shady has been my guardian angel more than one.
She's going to then just use her movement to move up there, put her back to the wall,
Okay.
and I guess glancing around the corner is probably going to be the next, but I'm also interested in that door.
I'm weary of the door.
Vocally tell Shady, that's the mage's room. Watch out.
Yeah, I'm playing under the assumption that you've already told us what we see here.
Yeah, I'd be sharing
Yeah,
it
the
as well.
hallway. This is the red room where the woman was in, and this is a hallway, stairway going up to the second floor, doorway here. Looks like it opens up to a larger area here.
Giggles, if you can just go ahead and pass by me and throw that door open and put some lead into her, that's perfectly okay. I don't know if you can do all that in
That's
one
gonna be
round.
loud.
You do see like some windows, like a windowed office on this wall. So this wall is mostly window.
No, but at
Yeah,
the angle they can't see down.
I would keep using the suppressed as long as we can until we can't.
I'm all for that, but it's possible that this lady is not going to keep things quiet.
Well, at that point, that's when you.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because if we can surprise her, then take her quick silently. But if it goes from there, then I'll start making.
All right, do it.
Atari, when you popped into that lady's room, was she sleeping? What was going on?
What did I see?
You can't really tell that.
Oh, you're right.
You're in the Matrix.
Probably
You
just
see
see a
there's a comm link.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't see that person in that room. But you do see a common room area. What appears to be a common room. There is a vid there on the wall. There's a doorway leading to the east and a doorway going south. There is a signature here in this area, this small room.
Of technology.
Yes, of active technology.
Okay.
Along with, the vid, and you can kind of make out the room a little bit. But no, you can't see like flesh.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Mississippi, why don't you do some recon?
What were they gonna jump into that room right now?
Light her up.
Yeah, you could go. You could be scouting the other rooms while they're.
Well,
So how about I throw the door open? If Shady May can take her out silently, so we can keep the silence going. Can't. But if she can't, then we're going to go into initiative, and then we're going to have to be noisy.
So
Okay,
as you guys are talking, whispering to each other in front of this door in this hallway, in and out of the entrance,
subvocal.
apparently, because Almari's still outside. This little girl comes walking down this hallway, kind of rubbing at her eyes like she just woke up, and she comes walking down the hallway towards the red room, and she looks up and she sees Giggles sitting there in his full riot gear apparatus, and she yells,
Do it.
"No!
Do it, Giggles. Do it.
Don't hurt her!
Do it,
No!"
Giggles.
Actually-
and starts running at you.
I kick her in the face.
totally don't suppose Shady could cap her before she started screaming.
Is this a little girl? Like a
Yes.
kid?
I
Yes.
boot her.
Mississippi, knock her out.
well, are we doing initiative or? I don't see her.
Looks like about 7 years old.
She's totally bootable.
No, no, no.
I fully support this action.
Giggles, you know what you need to do.
I hit her in the head with the butt of my rifle.
She comes running up towards you, and you hit her in the back of the head with your rifle. Go ahead and roll unarmed.
Oh no.
I'll give you a +2 because this is an unarmed, defenseless child, not expecting to be butted in the head by an assault rifle.
Oh my god, he's starting to giggle.
If this is what we're gonna do, I'm going full impact.
This isn't right. This doesn't sound right.
Mario, let's get out of here.
Giggles has turned into Pennywise.
I don't have unarmed.
That's awesome.
I have athletics.
Do you have armed?
What do you mean by armed?
Armed, the skill armed combat armed?
No, I
Combat.
just have rifle and pistol.
Well,
Oh,
he's
shit.
using the rifle, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I would use armed as a club. But he's not shooting her.
Yeah, don't shoot her.
So just oh,
Mississippi,
man.
can
Okay,
you? Okay, can
can I throw in something here?
As soon as I see her run up to Dr. Giggles, can I like stun bolt her?
Yeah, I'll allow you a free action or a free react, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So she runs up, giggles. You go to headbutt her, or not headbutt her, but hit her in the head with the butt of your gun. And she's like running up to you, and you're raising your gun up. And then Almari,
Hostage.
Stun bolt.
Hostage. Grab her. She's a hostage.
roll it.
She's baggage.
4, 6.
Hostage. Maybe it's the daughter of Fiorella over
right.
there.
Take her ear.
Nice.
Yep, no drain. You hit her with it, and she collapses.
That was a good roll there on your drain. Holy crap.
She's just going to grow up to be a cultist.
I wonder if they got that.
Are we good in the turn order for Shady to open the door and locate the target and shoot it?
Well, I
That
can
might
open
not
the door.
She might not be a target. She might be a captive of these people.
She's a target.
Okay, don't listen to
You can
Longstreet.
open up the door and throw her through it, and that would probably
We have a job to do here, people.
dismay.
Okay, so yeah, you open the door. She is
Mhm.
standing in her room because
And-
she heard the yell from the young girl.
Bullet in the head.
Roll initiative because she is alerted.
Okay.
Hold on, don't roll it yet. All right, go ahead.
Click on my guy.
Did you want to roll the initiative for the water spirit? Otherwise, it'll have my modifier.
Can't you subtract your modifier as the difference?
I can.
It'd be easier than me doing it, just to be honest. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, that everybody? That looks like it is everybody. We're going to be starting off with Atari.
I'm going to put a mark on the technology that I detected in this room.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You're going to do hack on the fly or
Yep,
brute force?
Hack on the fly.
Hack on the fly. Go ahead and roll it.
All right. Five successes.
This music is putting me in mind of the Fifth Element.
Oh yeah.
You hear music?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's music.
I don't hear any.
It's probably in your
Oh.
settings. You probably have the music turned down.
No, I haven't. I'm muted. Oh, Jesus Christ. There it is.
I heard that.
Sorry, getting my formula made out here.
So we're all
Alright.
like
Yep, you
waiting on
easily
Shady
get a mark
May,
on it.
right?
It's just a simple comm link.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
you have one mark. Yep, Dr. Giggles.
So
aren't we
I'm gonna
waiting
go
for?
I'm going to go ahead and move.
Oh, Atari, there is other technology in that room also.
Okay. What other kind of tech am I detecting in there?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Perception. Perception is
Computer plus intuition, kappa data processing.
computer intuition. There it is. 2.
Okay. It's the security system you've been looking for. It's one of the activation. It's like an alarm button.
Oh, man. All right.
Good
That'll
giggle.
be my next... shoot. Well, it's okay. I got a pretty good...
Do you want to mark that instead?
I do. I would rather mark that.
It is marked.
Okay.
Giggles.
I'm going to
There's a
move
woman
here,
standing in the room. Uh-huh.
and I'm going to burst fire in her.
I thought we
Into
were
her?
doing the. I thought we were doing the silent thing.
She's not anymore.
He's like, it's on.
Oh my god. Go for it.
Oh.
Well, this is going to be a quick fight.
That was the idea.
It's all the planning that you guys are so funny. I love listening to you guys plan. I hope our viewers enjoy it because, I mean, the whole circle they take every time is just great. It is great. Okay, 3, getting back to this. Defensive 2, so you won by 1. She is going to burn a edge and re-roll her misses. She is tying you, so she is currently dodging your burst.
Can I do an edge and
Do the same?
Yeah,
Yes, you can.
because I don't like opponent mages. I had a bad experience.
So you're going to be re-rolling that again, this time with a modifier of -3 to equal the successes you've already had.
Yeah. So All right, come on.
So you got 3 more. Yep, perfect. So you got 6, so now you're beating her by 3. 10, 13. Ooh, nice.
And I need to take those bullets off.
The armor jacket that she was wearing did seem to absorb most of it.
Well, you did say mode.
You do see a little blood falling. All right, now we're at Mississippi.
And move my 2.
Okay.
Or I couldn't hit her from there, right?
Yes,
I
you
just
can.
face palmed.
As you hear this really loud pop, 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 and this flashing from inside this room.
Looks like we gotta hit her hard. Guess I'll have to hit her with a mana bolt.
Okay, roll it.
Dog will hunt.
4, 4, 6. I took 1 drain. So she got hit 4 successes on a 4/6 mana bolt.
She would resist with willpower, right?
She's going to be resisting with willpower. Ah! Hold on. Sorry. I forgot to turn something on. Give me a sec. There we go. You did 4. Okay. It did seem to affect her some. She lets out a little grunt of pain. Almari?
I'm gonna get in the building because it's getting. I don't want to be outdoors when this thing's going pop, pop, pop.
Okay, that's about 3 meters. Is that all you're doing?
And then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell the water spirit to protect us and geek the mages first.
Okay, you tell him to protect you.
Protect the.
And that's all you do?
Yeah, because I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Yep. I that's all I'm doing. I'm not stepping in the corridor. I'm stepping inside the door. So
Right. You have no line of sight or anything like that.
Right.
Yep. Got it. There is a door right there next to you. There is a door right there.
There's a door right there.
Yeah, it's just a bathroom. You can tell. I missed it too.
Is
Shady.
someone using
So
it?
I'll open it up really quick. Okay.
You can steal their toilet paper.
Hide in the tub.
Okay, so Shady is going to step over to here and walk to there.
Okay.
As
Is
she's
that a
doing,
door?
yeah, as she's doing that, she's going to turn back and over the top of One Boot's head, put a bullet in this lady.
Okay, roll it.
Damn.
God damn, look at that. Oh, that's gonna be painful.
That's how you do it.
Right?
You did a lot better than I did.
Oh, she
Wow.
goes down. She's
Nice.
She's not dead. Basically, you drop her exactly to 0, so she goes down.
Get the ear tip.
She
And
crumbles
then-
down.
If I can throw the door open here, I will, but otherwise that'll be my next turn.
Wait. Come
Nope, that'll.
down this way, Shady May.
If she's down,
Is that all you're
Oh.
doing for your turn, Shady?
No, you guys go on. Mississippi can cut the ears off.
I was going to shoot the.
He's got the knife.
Shady, is that all you're doing for your turn?
Okay, and you check this room to my right,
Hold on,
and
Shady.
I'm-
Okay.
I'm going to move the rest of my walk movement down to there.
Because there's someone
All
in
right.
here, and that's where the security system is.
So shut it down.
I'm going to, and then you're going to have to kill whoever's in there monitoring that security system.
So Shady, you moved a total of 8 meters. Go ahead and make. Well, no. You don't
Oh,
have to make
that's-
note of that. So combat's
that's 8.
over. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Combat's over. Okay, so initiative is over. Everything is done. And just as soon as you're done moving there, and everyone kind of catches their breath in a moment, and the gun smoke's dissipating from the air. After that blast from Giggles, you hear a whoop whoop of an alarm, and almost at the same instant, this door here opens up, and this crazy looking motherfucker bursts in the door.
Yeah, that name's familiar.
Yeah, he's one of the guys we got to kill.
He is matrixed out. He's got spurs out on one hand. He's carrying an assault rifle in another hand. The hand with the spurs has a grenade in it with the pin already pulled hanging out of his mouth.
Oh,
And he's
shit.
yelling, "It's about time you showed up, you elven fucks."
Oh, man.
He's this large,
He's all-
razor-looking
He's off his rock.
badass.
Fun.
Welcome
He's
to
dressed
my
in
little
all black.
friend.
He's dressed in all black and looks crazy as hell. And you can see the room behind him is decked out in shades of black and gray, and it resembles almost like a war museum. All the walls are covered with various pieces of lethal hardware, from a missile launcher to an authentic Bowie knife, and everything in between.
Finally.
And he bursts out of this door, and on that, Chummers, we will catch you next week.
Yes.
I was wondering.
Until next time, stay tuned to see how they take on this now fully alerted cult group.
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Thanks
All
for
right.
watching. I'll keep
Yeah,
smiling.
Thanks, everyone. Until next time.